Good day guys, nice to have you here. For those who are new to the channel, I always do a video containing top picks every month. That's right, every month. MOONTON releases a patch 1 to 2 times a month, so it only makes sense that the list may change monthly. The heroes on my videos were chosen based on official data from MOONTON, feedback from former and current Mythical Glory players, and of course, patch notes from the advanced server as well. So if you want to be always in the know when it comes to the upcoming best hero picks, hit like, share, and subscribe to this channel. In addition to that, I will also share some recommendations for each hero, so make sure to stay tuned. Before we continue, I want to give my shoutouts to Kent Aguirre. He too hosts a YouTube channel, so make sure to give him some love. Atlas not only is the tank that's capable of inflicting both movement speed and attack speed reduction. On the upcoming patch, he will be able to stun enemies by freezing them after casting a skill. Right now, it seems too overpowered, so we need to see how the developers will make adjustments. But one thing is for sure, his control abilities will be one of the best once this is all rolled out on the original server. Khufra is still far from irrelevant. 3 skills with control effects and the ability to stop dash and blink skills is a very deadly combo. Not only that, all of his skills affect a wide area as well. Not including him on the list is a sin. Glue received nerfs recently but weren't really too much, which is why despite that, he's still considered top tier. Right now, he is the only true tank that can effectively pick out key heroes easily and at the same time play on different lanes. Having him in the team is like having a very tanky carry since it's a guaranteed -1 for the enemy team as long as he is played by the right hands. To begin with, it's not even difficult to play as Glue. His hero control mechanics is pretty much one of the easiest in the game, probably even easier than Atlas and Khufra. Clint is still very powerful. Who doesn't want a marksman with control skills, dash, and burst damage? He's so powerful you don't even need too many damage items on him. Just slap on 2 to 3 damage items and you should be on your way to carry the team. Popol and Koopa replaced Beatrix after she received nerfs that rendered her offense less useful. And with the upcoming buff on Blade Armor, which can deal more damage to enemies that use basic attacks, having a marksman that relies on both basic attacks and skills will be a handy part of almost any team. Melissa is an obvious choice. Historically, newer heroes are broken and she definitely is one of those heroes. She's capable of locking you down with her ultimate as long as it is well timed. Plus, her sustained damage proves useful in teamfights. In my opinion, she is one of the most annoying heroes right now. As if Yin wasn't already good when he was released, the developers decided to give him a damage buff. Yin, in my opinion, is a niche pick, but when picked properly against the right heroes, it is almost impossible to win a game against him. As long as you wait for the enemies to pick first and target heroes who can't fight Yin effectively in his domain, it's a guaranteed -1 for the enemy team. He's also the best pick right now in terms of shutting down strategies centered around a specific hero such as Estes. Just wait for Estes to use his ultimate, target lock him with Yin's ultimate and say goodbye to the enemy team's healing. Alus got some adjustments recently that improved his effectiveness and damage scaling. He's one of the few heroes that can be both effective on the early, mid, and late game when played as a jungler. Paquito is a complete hero and it will take more nerfs to take him off the list. While I don't think he's overpowered, but his skill set is just so complete. He's so good in setting up multiple enemies, he's good in outplaying other heroes, and he deals tons of damage even if he only has 2 damage items. It's like having a very tanky assassin in your team whenever you have Paquito. Cecilian's recent adjustment for his passive's scaling has proved effective. Some physical defensive items will receive buffs next month as well, which spells good for a lot of mages including Cecilian. Esmeralda is still one of the heroes on top of the food chain due to her versatility. Sure, you can counter her with life drain effects, but in the right hands and when played as a jungler, not even life drain can stop her shield scaling. Let's not forget the fact that some physical defensive items will be buffed next month. While we're not there yet, but I think mage heroes will gain more relevance and popularity in March due to these item adjustments. Valentina is pretty much automatic. She's a mage with an innate ability to regenerate her HP as long as she can keep her level equal or higher than her target, which isn't difficult to achieve considering the fact that her passive allows her to gain bonus experience whenever her skills hit an enemy hero. She's also an excellent counter to almost any lineup due to her ability to copy any hero's ultimate. Lolita is a niche pick. She's in the same position as Phobius, close to useless when picked carelessly, but when picked against the right enemies and played by the right hands, winning against a team with Lolita is close to none. So if you're playing a long-ranged hero against a team with Lolita in it, might as well just cry. Matilda is still one of the most effective supports. Unlike most other supports that have a defensive kit, she's more of an offensive support. Her skill set allows her and her allies to close the gap quickly and turn the tides of battle in an instant. Unless the developers make drastic adjustments to her skill set, she will be here to stay. Just imagine having her teamed with any hero on this list, such as Paquito, Esmeralda, and Aulus. The only reason she's not number 1 is because her ultimate relies on your allies' IQ as well, so if you're playing on the lower ranks, don't even think of picking her. On the higher ranks though, seeing her do her work with her teammates is truly a sight to behold. Estes is still pretty much relevant, due to obvious reasons. He's one of the very few heroes capable of slowing movement by a maximum percentage of 90. Having Estes greatly improves the survivability of lineups that rely on HP regeneration effects, such as Spell Vamp. His healing potential is so good you don't even need to give him magic items. Personally, I slap on Enchanted Amulet and Fleeting Time, but that's just me. In most cases, playing him with nothing but defensive items is still the better way to go. Fanny received a good buff recently, which now allows her to thrive more on the battlefield. While it's true that she does require a bit of practice, but in the right hands, she can be a handful. No pun intended. She's one of the few heroes who can start finishing off enemies at level 2. This makes her excellent in invading on the early game. Not only that, in capable hands, Fanny can invade on her own and leave the enemy jungler weeping. Selena has been doing some great things. After some other assassins have lost their shine due to hard nerfs, her kit has been fully utilized still. What makes Selena good is she can be played in any lane with great effectiveness and almost any role as well. Whether she's played as a jungler carry, a mage carry, or a support, you will expect nothing but great results with her in your team. Lancelot may not be the most powerful assassin right now in terms of sheer damage output, but he has the right balance of damage output and survivability due to his extreme mobility and temporary immunity from attacks. Unlike other assassins, he has a much easier learning curve as well. Also, unlike most other assassins that are vulnerable to heroes with suppression such as Franco, Lancelot isn't. So, what do you think? These are the heroes I think will thrive well in the month of March. If you think I missed some heroes, leave your thoughts in the comment section below and tell us why. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe, everyone. Peace.